Hey guys, Michael from Wasatch Fitness Academy. I want to take just a minute and tell you what we're about, tell you what the gym is about. Our tagline is evolving lives and fitness via quality and intensity. And this took a while to get to. All of these words have some meaning. Really important to me is that we are talking about evolving. We are creating change. And that change is for the better. So folks come to us because they're looking for something, whether it's performance gains, fat loss, feeling better about themselves, physique, looking better naked, having more confidence, having more balance, getting away from injury, getting away from pain and stiffness and soreness. Whatever it is, there's something that we are looking to change, and this is true for all of us that are here. We're looking for things, we are changing in some way, and my job as the coach, my job as a programmer, my job as a trainer is to help people find, first of all, what it is that they need to work on, what's holding them back, and then to help them bust through those plateaus. Lives and fitness, and these two are not separate. It is the same. The more fit you are, the more fit you are for the things that you care about, the higher quality of life you're going to go to. I suppose someone could argue with this and someone could disagree with this, and I would say, that's fine, that's okay. I don't know that you're going to be a member of our community. I don't think you'd enjoy it, right? Because we see these two things as being very distinctly interlaced. We don't just come in and work out. We are a community. We are people that enjoys being together. We like to train together. We like to play together. We like to suffer together. We go out for barbecue every once in a while. These two things go hand in hand. As you improve the quality of your life, your fitness will go up. As you improve the quality of your fitness, your life will improve. And if you need support in one or the other, we can help with that. That is our task. And then here's the pieces that I find really set us apart. Quality and intensity. There are exercise programs out there in the world that focus solely on intensity. If we look at the CrossFit mission statement, we look at the Orange Theory mission statement, both of these speak a lot about intensity. And intensity has its place. I came up through CrossFit. I was a CrossFit coach for a while. Not sure if you can see the t-shirt or not. I'm still wearing my SLC CrossFit t-shirt. I have a ton of respect for the CrossFit community as a whole and for a number of gyms that I've trained at. I've also trained at some gyms that I don't have respect for. And the big difference is whether or not there is any emphasis on movement quality. And what we do here at Wasatch Fitness Academy is we put quality first, right? Once we can move safely, effectively, and efficiently, we earn the right to add intensity. And when we add these two things together, we can get some really big results. We get really good stuff out of the result of this equation. But if we take intensity without any of this movement quality stuff, then bad things happen. I've got a low back injury. It may or may not have been from lifting with bad form. Of course, I think that it probably was. But these things show up. These injuries creep up. Kelly Starrett of Mobility WOD has the 10,000 rep rule. You might do something one time and you're fine. And you do it twice and you're fine. And you do it 100 times and you're fine. And you do it 1,000 times and you're still okay. But there's going to be a moment, just like bending a paperclip back and forth, where it was one rep too many of a bad movement, and we're now looking at ACL or MCL. We're now looking at a back injury. Now we're looking at a shoulder injury that requires, at best, a couple months off and a bunch of time in PT and some boring exercises, or at worst requires surgery. And my goal is always to help people avoid the PT, avoid the chiro. Sometimes it's that we can learn to move better. Sometimes it is simply taking a little bit of time off from one movement and letting things heal. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a PT, I don't claim to be. What I do know, however, is that high quality movement can take care of a lot of the things before they get to the point of needing to go to a doctor, before we have to go to a PT. I refer people to PTs all the time, but it's when they're at a threshold that we can't handle it in the gym, or it is simply outside of my expertise or my scope of practice, and I want someone else's hand and someone else's eyes on them. I use my PTs as partners, and I hope my PTs see me as one as well. But the idea here is, I want you to learn to move well, and then I want you to move a lot, and we start to add load to it. And again, Quality plus intensity gets us really bad things. Quality without intensity is just boring and ineffective. But intensity with a quality base, intensity with a good solid base of quality, if I didn't say that right the last time, is going to make all of the difference in the world. And it doesn't mean that we do boring correctives. I promise you we don't. In an hour-long session, we spend 5 or 10 minutes on prep and joint mobility, and then we get into it, and then we suffer together and we have a good time. But we do it from a base of thoughtful programming and a base of thoughtful exercise selection so that the odds of getting hurt go down, fun goes up, and results come. That's it. Thanks for checking this out. Hope to see you down here at wasatchfitnessacademy.com. Thanks, guys.